Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami Mdletshe, and on this channel sikhuluma ama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. So today I want to talk about the Thokoza Gogo show, Dr. Mawene's show, and this was episode 4 that we're going to talk about, you guys. It's very difficult for me to watch this show because there's so much. I feel like we're watching so much of the storyline that I think might not be true, so it's difficult for me to watch the show. But this episode in particular was very entertaining. It really was. Sabelo and Dr. Maweni are back at home, Sabelo's home. I didn't get to see where his home is, but it's in the rurals of KZN, I believe. And yes, you guys saw when he was going to be Umakot. I really honestly don't understand a man who will go live in Joburg and then they meet somebody in Joburg and they want to take that person as Umakoti. And then when they bring that person Emaka, they expect that the person is just going to want to do everything that they're supposed to do as umakoti. Obviously, I mean, this is Itobazania Sekolo. There's just things that they're not going to be, they're not going to know they need to do. And then there's things that they're going to know they need to do, but they're not going to want to do them, you know? So I don't understand why you will now be acting like you don't understand why they don't want to do certain things. So, Dr. Maweni is there. I'm thinking about something when I say Dr. Maweni. So she is there as Umakoti, you guys. And there is an issue of Sabelo wanting to take the second wife. Like, these families kill me, honestly. I don't want to lie. Because they would know very well that their son does not really have that much money even to take care of one wife. Because from all that we've seen, Usabole depends on Koko Maweni financially. You know, we have had it too, that he depends on her financially. For some reason, these families will be delusional about how much their sons can afford. You know, this person cannot afford one wife because that wife is taking care of herself. Because if he could, then Koko Mawendo would not have to work, you know. So these families will be out here pushing for their sons to take the second wives when the sons cannot afford their own bodies. You know, I don't, I don't get it, you guys. From all that I've seen on this show, the person that has the money is Dr. Maweni. Sabelo has to get things passed, approved by Dr. Maweni just to. I mean, he wanted a gun. I think this episode he had to get. It was like, you know, when you're at the mall um with your son or your child and they want something that you did not plan to do and they're trying to convince you. It was that kind of a situation. Even with the Texas situation, because he wants to buy Texas, he has to get Dr. Martin because it is her money, you know. And then you think that that person can afford a second wife. Anyway, this family, the uncle here thinks that he definitely can afford to take the second wife because they're trying to convince Koko Maweni that, you know, she must allow him to take a second wife. Which really, that storyline is not working really because Dr. Mawen is like, I don't care if he takes a second wife. Then, you know, as long as that wife goes and lives somewhere, angangihluphi mina, and then he can allow me to do the things that I want to do because apparently she wants to fix her body, and I don't know what she wants to do to her body, but she wants to do that. She says that if he is going to take the second wife, then there's no need for her to have a child. You know, she does not mind having a child with him if he's not going to take a second wife. But if he wants a second wife, then she's not having a baby. She's going to fix her body, and then that wife can go and stay somewhere. So I don't know. That's why I said that the storyline was not working because it was like a sit down to convince Maweni for Sabelo to take the second wife. But Maweni is like, listen, I've said it. I do not mind as long as being as Ohlupa mean. And I think the issue really is the fact that Sabelo has no money. So where is he gonna get the money to pay lobola for this wife? Where is he gonna get the money to take care of this wife? Okay, and I'm tired of these shows playing the storyline of taking the second wife, taking the second husband, something that never happens. To this day, we have never seen Dr. Dr. Gogo Skoteni's second husband, because there was never a second husband. It was just a story, because if he really, they did get married, where is he? You can see Dr. Skoteni taking pictures with her husband, the one that it was his husband, but the second one, no, but then when the next season begins, if they ever get the next season, you're going to see now she's going to be taking the second husband. Ridiculousness. So listen, I don't know if Sabelo really wants a second wife, but I feel like he can't afford one. Okay, so if I was the uncle, I would be like, listen, you need to work a little bit before you come here telling us about taking the second wife. But the uncle is not doing that. I don't know why he assumes that his son has, money. Okay, and then the uncle makes really an offensive comment when he says, you know what, the fact that he took you while you had three kids already means that he really loves you. Like, men like saying you know, nonsense like that. I almost saw. It's nonsense, okay? So now Dr. Mawen must not say what she wants in that relationship. She must just say yes to all the ridiculousnesses, because she has three kids, so it's a favor. That's when she was losing her mind, because she's like, listen, this is not, he is not doing me any favors, especially because I mean, but she did not say that. She was more respectful than that. I would have lost him. I would have lost my mind. Okay, so they do have that attitude that Udo Tamaweni or Ukoko Maweni is being done a favor just because she has three kids. Lapo Dr. Maweni don't kids, like, three kids, what? What does that have to do with anything? Okay. And then Sabelo at some point was with the cousins. It was just giving those rural area vibes, you guys. Like, nice. I like homes that are built like that. Like Orondoville, they have Igceke Elikhulu, they're sitting outside, and it just gives you that thing. You can even go on a vacation just there. Uyohlala nje egcekeni. It's nice, you guys. And so Dr. Mawene had to go bayombhincisa because there was going to be an event in the family, and I think one of the aunts was getting married. I think Ikunomabo as well, because I saw a kiss there. So she had to go to one of the neighbors, Caesar, with ukubhinca, you guys. I like indlela abenza ngayo imvunulo yakhe. It's a little bit unusual for me, ukubhinca kanje, yeah? Especially with her ending up engafaki anything on her arms, because she had that vest ngaphansi, and they didn't fuss about the fact that she was showing her arms and stuff. She didn't have anything over her arms, being umakoti and all that. And Usabalo does say that she wanted Gogo Maweni to see how the traditional wedding is done back home, because of course I think they did not do the traditional wedding where someone etelwa ngenyongo, because he does say that that is the part of the wedding that is more important, okay, culturally, yes. So they get to go there, and now Sabelo was all dressed up, and bebebahle nje, you guys, bebebahle begqoke imvunulo yakhe. USabelo ugqoke bathini isijoni, and yeah, and so they go ke baye emshadweni. I think umshado was not, because they said auntie kaSabelo is getting married, so I guess it wasn't the wedding in the family, which I didn't understand, because if Auntie Kasabelo is getting married, then the wedding is not Kubo Kasabelo. And the expectation that uma when uyena also save abantu, that is not where she's supposed to go if that's the case, So I didn't understand why they were fussing about, the fact that fanike enze izinto fanike zenziwe umakoti, okay? And then at some point while the event is taking place, obviously, yeah, Pitizela and stuff, she goes and sits in the car, and then the mother-in-law comes to fetch her with someone else. ukuthi no ubahlekisa ngabantu, what are people gonna say with her sitting in the car, they're supposed to eat there, she's supposed to be dishing for them. Guys, do in-laws really just, do they really do that? Like, guys, let's be real. Do they really do that? Because this is what we see also on Umakoti, Are You the One? This is what we see on Nganele. And do they do that? Because I think that my experience with in-laws, like, and not just mine, but, other people as well, like what would happen is that people would just end up gossiping nje. Ukuthi yo umakoti usihlalele emotweni kuhlekwe and all that. It's yo. But for you to actually go there and say, makoti, you can't sit here. Waza emcimbini. So people really do that. Because it's never so ihlebela ngaye nje umakoti. Sithi hey nimbonile umakoti. Futhi wethu kodwa uhlalele emotweni siqhubeke nempilo nje. That's what would happen. I think in my family that's what would happen. At best we would just gossip a little bit about makoti. Hey kube khona mhlawumbe say yekani umakoti phansi uyikhathalele and kuqhutsheke nempilo. Like for them to actually go there in the car and get it out of the car khona ezoyodish idombolo when there's many other people that could dish idombolo, And the thing about it is that Dr. Maweni, guys, the doctor thing doesn't come out of my I want to get rid of it because of a certain reason. Because of the evidence at hand. But anyway, let's just call it Dr. Maweni for now, okay? Dr. Maweni had brought someone with her because she knew that she was going to Kotiza. She had brought someone, I guess a helper, someone to help her. So like Umakochana or something. And that person was busy there helping them, cooking and whatever, dishes and all that. But they wanted to Dr. Maweni. I'm like, I know. Pelakon is the impilo. It's like we allow impilo to change, but only in parts where it's convenient, for us. But the parts ezigqilaza umuntu wesifazane, we don't do it because she had already done it. Uhambile wayobhinca, guys, ukubhinca lawa ama-layers are 50,000 that you have to wear. She was very gracious about it. She still went to the wedding. They're there, they're singing and whatever. If she needs a moment in the car, just let the woman have a moment in the car. Now they're starting to complain about her nails, and I'm like, but she ended up going because she says to them, listen, I was just checking my emails. I do have to work here. And then mama's like, I'm not seeing my emails. So yeah, she ends up going, I buy Tisheli Dom. But I'm like, all this fast just so someone can dish it dombolo. Bapha abantu balayikhaya. Who dishes that dombolo when she's not around? It was just ridiculous. And so guys. So Mbi ended up working out again. Idombolo belimshisa bandla lapha. She tried bandla kubo makoti. I think she tried. I think she tries to be humble there. In a Coco Maweni way. I think I was impressed with her, honestly. I thought that she was gonna be, because the way that they were talking about her in the other episode, that she was sitting in the chairs when she's not allowed. This episode, she did everything. She made efforts to do everything right, because even when they were having a conversation with Uncle about taking the second wife, she walked into that house, put the ucansi pansi and sat on the floor until the conversation was over, and then left. I think she's making an effort. Honestly, I was impressed. So towards the end of the episode, they started having a conversation because they had gone for target practice. This is when I felt like Lona wanted a gun at the end of that episode, where she was looking at Dr. Mawen, and Dr. Mawen was like, oh, since you're looking at it, you can have it. That's why I felt like, shame. So they're talking about, anyway, you guys, like, I know people are gonna say they married, so it's both their money, but you know what I mean. There's one person that's working here. So what happened was that they were having a conversation while in the practice target practice place, where they were shooting some guns. They had a conversation because Sabelo wants to be in the taxi business, and he wants to buy two taxis to get into the business, okay? Like, I just feel like with the taxi business, especially in KZN, I don't know about the other provinces, but I believe that it's the same with the other provinces. Kuya few I'm texting. I don't understand someone that just makes a conscious decision. Like, you have money to start a business and you choose the taxi business. I don't get it. Like, you want to cut your life short. Like, really. You want to live uhlezi kubuye kubalekwe futhi kubuye kuhambe kuyiwe in hiding and all of that. Ufanele uhlezi unama-bodyguard if your business is successful enough. Why would you want to do that with your life? You know, apparently family Sabelo is in the business vele. Even when they were going to see the uncle, they did say there were bodyguards around and stuff because he's in the taxi business. I just wouldn't say yes, that's being Kokomawin. But mhlawumbe Kokomawin unawo amakhathakhatha to protect him. But it just doesn't make sense to me why somebody would just sit and be like, I want to start a taxi business in South Africa. I was over. We saw it happening with those twins that were in the show Yama Sigo twins. Where one episode they were there, the next the one of them had died, and they had said in the episode that they are in the taxi business. Kuyafiwa laphayana, kuyafiwa laphayana. You know, so I don't understand why Kokomawin is even considering it. So they agreed that they're going to get two taxis and he's going to get his uncle to help him out with the starting of the business. And yeah, you guys, Dr. Mawinu Manglanga, but she said she's going to also Uzoyophahla in here and get the answer from that. And then, because she's never thought that this would be something that she would want to do. And I'm like, don't do it. He's about to die. You know? Bazombolelela kona lokho ukuthi nje uvela ku-TV. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video because this is where the episode ends. I don't want to lie, it was entertaining to watch this episode. They didn't do too much ridiculousness, you know, like lento yabuye kuye emathuneni bayokwenza manga nje into engekho, you know. So it was watchable. I liked that they were shooting emakhaya. It really like legit was entertaining. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Ntando.